Aging is a natural part of life, and so are many of the habits we carry into our later years. For some people, even after the age of 70 or 80, masturbation remains a part of their routine. While there's no denying the fact that sexual health and self-pleasure are important aspects of life at any age, there are some things you should be aware of when it comes to masturbation in your 70s and 80s. In this video, we'll dive into a doctor's warning about the potential impacts of masturbation for older adults and share 8 important things you should know if you're still engaging in this practice. This is not about fear-mongering, but about helping you make informed decisions that benefit your overall well-being as you age. Let's explore these 8 things you might not have considered before, especially if you're in your 70s or 80s and still masturbate. If you're new to elderly care focus, welcome. This channel is your #1 resource for advice on health, wise living, and care for seniors. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos on important elderly health topics. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like and share it with others who might benefit from this information. Now, let's get into the 8 things you need to know if you're in your 70s or 80s and still masturbating. 1. Sexual health doesn't have to end with age, but listen to your body. First, let's address one key point. Sexual health is a normal part of life, and for many, it continues well into the later years. Masturbation, like any other sexual activity, can provide physical pleasure and emotional satisfaction. However, as your body changes with age, it's important to listen to it. The physical sensations you experience might not be the same as when you were younger, and your body's response to sexual stimulation may shift. Why is this important? Your body undergoes significant changes as you age, including changes in skin elasticity, circulation, and muscle tone. These changes can impact your sexual health, making it important to remain mindful of how your body feels during masturbation. If you experience discomfort or pain, it could be your body's way of telling you to ease up or take a break. 2. Heart health and physical strain. One of the things doctors warn about is the potential strain on your heart. Masturbation, like any form of physical activity, can raise your heart rate and increase blood pressure temporarily. For younger individuals, this is generally not a cause for concern. However, if you're in your 70s or 80s and have underlying heart conditions or high blood pressure, the physical exertion associated with masturbation could potentially lead to complications. Why is this important? Older adults are more likely to suffer from cardiovascular issues such as high blood pressure, heart disease, or arrhythmias. The exertion from sexual activity, including masturbation, can sometimes cause a temporary spike in heart rate and blood pressure, which might pose a risk to those with pre-existing conditions. What can you do? Consult your doctor if you have concerns about how sexual activity might impact your heart health. There's no need to stop completely, but being aware of how your body responds can help you make safe choices. 3. Watch out for skin sensitivity and irritation. As you age, your skin becomes thinner and more sensitive. This can make it more prone to irritation or damage during masturbation. Older adults might experience dryness or skin irritation, especially in more sensitive areas of the body, which can lead to discomfort. Why is this important? The skin's ability to heal also diminishes with age, so any irritation or micro-injuries that occur can take longer to recover from. Repeated friction in sensitive areas can lead to inflammation, which, if not addressed, could turn into a more serious issue. What can you do? Use a good quality lubricant to reduce friction and protect sensitive skin. Pay attention to how your skin feels afterward. And if you notice persistent irritation, give yourself time to heal before engaging in further activity. 4. Prostate health, a double-edged sword. For men in their 70s and 80s, the prostate can be a source of both pleasure and concern. While some studies suggest that regular ejaculation through masturbation might reduce the risk of prostate cancer, others caution that too much stimulation could irritate an already enlarged prostate. Why is this important? As men age, the prostate gland naturally enlarges, which can lead to conditions like benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH. Masturbating too frequently may cause discomfort, especially if you're already dealing with symptoms like frequent urination or difficulty starting and stopping urination. What can you do? If you have concerns about your prostate health, it's a good idea to speak with your doctor. They can help you understand what level of activity is safe for you and whether your masturbation habits might be affecting your prostate health. 5. Emotional health and masturbation, loneliness and isolation. For many older adults, masturbation can serve as a source of comfort, especially if they are widowed, divorced, or living alone. While there's nothing inherently wrong with this, it's important to recognize when masturbation becomes a coping mechanism for deeper emotional issues, such as loneliness, depression, or isolation. Why is this important? As we age, it's not uncommon to experience feelings of loneliness, and for some, masturbation may serve as a way to cope with these emotions. However, if it becomes the primary way you manage emotional pain, it may be a sign that you need more emotional support. What can you do? If you find that you're turning to masturbation to fill a void left by social isolation or grief, consider reaching out to friends, family, or a therapist for support. Engaging in activities that nurture your emotional well-being can help you build a more balanced and fulfilling life. 6. Hormonal changes impacting libido. As both men and women age, hormonal changes can significantly impact libido. For men, testosterone levels drop, and for women, estrogen levels decrease after menopause. These hormonal shifts can affect sexual desire, sensitivity, and pleasure, which may change how you experience masturbation. Why is this important? Lower hormone levels can lead to reduced libido and sexual pleasure, which might make masturbation feel less satisfying than it did in younger years. Some individuals might experience frustration or anxiety over these changes. What can you do? It's important to accept that sexual health evolves over time. If hormonal changes are affecting your experience, consider speaking to a healthcare professional. They may recommend treatments like hormone replacement therapy or suggest other ways to enhance your sexual health in your later years. 7. The risk of urinary tract infections, UTIs. As we age, the risk of developing urinary tract infections increases. For both men and women, masturbation can introduce bacteria into the urethra, especially if proper hygiene isn't maintained. Older adults, particularly women post-menopause, are at a higher risk of UTIs due to changes in the urinary tract and vaginal environment. Why is this important? UTIs can lead to serious complications in older adults if not treated promptly. Symptoms include a burning sensation during urination, frequent urges to urinate, and cloudy or foul-smelling urine. What can you do? Maintain good hygiene practices before and after masturbation. Ensure you're washing your hands and any areas of the body that come into contact with sensitive areas. If you're prone to UTIs, consider speaking with a healthcare provider about preventive measures. 8. Be mindful of changes in libido and sexual response. Finally, it's crucial to understand that your sexual response changes with age. Some older adults may find that their libido decreases, while others may experience fluctuations in sexual desire. It's essential to approach these changes with acceptance and understanding rather than frustration. Why is this important? As your body changes, so will your sexual experiences. You may need more time to achieve arousal or climax, and this is entirely normal. Frustration or anxiety over these changes can negatively impact your mental and emotional well-being. What can you do? Instead of focusing on what has changed, try to embrace the ways in which your body still provides pleasure. Patience and self-compassion are key. If you feel concerned or dissatisfied, talking with a healthcare provider or therapist who specializes in sexual health can provide guidance and reassurance. If you're in your 70s or 80s and still masturbating, these 8 points serve as important reminders of how aging can affect your sexual health. From heart health and skin sensitivity to prostate concerns and emotional well-being, staying informed about your body's changes can help you continue to enjoy a fulfilling and healthy life. Thank you for watching this video on Elderly Care Focus. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with others who might benefit from it. Stay tuned for more insightful content on health, care, and wise advice for the elderly. Stay healthy, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video.